Hi, and a very warm welcome to Luminosity Yoga. My name is Anya, and this is a series of yoga videos that help you embody the current cosmic energies to understand the natural cycles of heaven and earth and to align them with your inner landscapes, with the currents within, to find more balance in your life, more grounding, and more growth. And today I would like to explore with you the energies of the summer solstice of 2023. So the 21st of June is the summer solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere. That's the day with the longest hours of daylight and the shortest night, and where the sun is at its highest point above the equator. And I'd like to take a look at a particular transit in astrology. So it's a particular constellation formation that different planets make to each other. And as we are just past the Gemini new moon, which occurred on the 17th or 18th of June 2023, depending on where you are in the world, I want to look at Mercury in the sign of Gemini. And Mercury forms sextiles, which are, let's say, reasonably easy flowing energies between. So Mercury forms a sextile with Mars and Leo, and also Chiron in Aries. So let's look at what that actually means a little bit. So Mercury is at home in the sign of Gemini. Mercury, the planet, is responsible for communication, travel, anything in your immediate surroundings, your neighborhood, your siblings, so gossip, social media, information gathering. And as I said, at home in the sign of Gemini, the twins, duality, kind of unexpected trickster energy, coyote energy and shamanism. It is related to humor, playfulness, and again, information gathering. And like the twins, experiencing maybe different points of view or being able to shapeshift quite easily. And as I said, it forms sextiles. So Christopher Renstrom describes that as a friendship that's not like coming about very easily, but maybe more like as an arranged situation where you kind of form an arrangement, and over time you actually start to enjoy each other's company, or you learn to appreciate, and beside your differences, you agree to work towards a common goal. So we have that with Mars and Leo. And Mars is how we go forward, how we go out into the world, related to our core, our center, how we get what we're interested in pursuing in life. And in the sign of Leo, that is a fixed fire sign, the sign that holds the season. It's in the middle of the season. It's very much about, I mean, Leo is the king of the jungle, related to that, like shining your light, being very truthful and about who you are, and not being afraid to show who you are, also wanting applause, wanting a stage, needing to be seen. And the other planet that I'm mentioning here is Chiron. And Chiron, having been in mythology as centaur, is related or is associated with the archetype of someone who's been deeply wounded in their childhood, who's been rejected, and has difficulties healing his own wounds, but becomes a healer in his lifetime. So it's very much that idea of the places where we are wounded, where we are injured, where we've been hurt, that they might help us actually help other people develop more empathy to possibly heal them. And that's in a sign of Aries, and Aries related to the head, our self-confidence, can be stubborn, but also pioneering energy, starts the season fast, kind of, again, very playful, not so dissimilar in that sense from Gemini, but yeah, like where Gemini is air, Aries and Leo are both fire. Yeah, so we have these two elements very prominent in this midsummer solstice this year. And yeah, in yoga, uh, this fire energy, Leo, is related to the heart, the cardiovascular system, also the upper chest and the back. And that's immediately or very closely connected to Gemini, being the chest, the lungs, the arms, the hands. So we'll be working with that. Also the nervous system to an extent, or breathing being very important here. And Aries is related to the head. As I said, it starts the season also considered to be stubborn at times, or like wanting to, like can have tunnel vision, or just be very fast, and then also prone to accidents around the head. So very important to kind of calm that and balance and see how we can combine these energies to actually give strength to how we want to move forward to our communication that can heal old wounds, finding forgiveness for ourselves, for others, and really connecting very deeply to the truth within our hearts, being able to speak from our hearts what really moves us and what we're about. So let's start. Oh yeah, and before we start, so the two chakras or energy centers that are that I'd like to work with today and that are related to those energies are the heart center, Anahata chakra, and the throat, Vishuddha chakra, and the throat energy center. So I'll guide you through a brief meditation to begin with, just to connect with those centers. So just let's start by sitting, and just root your tailbone, your sitting bones down. On your inhale, just pull your pelvic floor and your perineum in and up. Release it on the exhale and just find a connection to the ground. You can imagine an anchor, a vine, a root growing down into the earth, if that helps you. Or just sense that connection to the ground. And then on your inhale, just receive fresh energy from the ground underneath you, moving up the spine, rippling up. Find a long spine. So you can really root down through the sitting bones and imagine someone pulling you up from the crown of the head. So bring the breath all the way up. And on the exhale, just release anything, stress, tension, energies of others. Anything you don't need right now to be here. Just repeat that a few times in your own time. Bring the thumb and index finger gently together. Just sensing rather than pressing the fingers. So receiving fresh energy on the inhale and then releasing stress, tension, energies of others on your exhale. Inhaling up to the crown of the head. Exhaling down into the earth. And at the end of the exhale, you can very gently pull the belly against the spine, just rooting yourself down. Allowing that moment of centeredness. 2 more times. And let the breath flow quite naturally, just giving it more strength, but without force, without over effort. And let the next inhale just move into your heart center. So the center of your chest. And then just feel the energy here. Imagine that you can very gently breathe in and out through your heart center. If it helps, you can place one hand on your chest bone. And just sensing whatever it is that you can feel there without judging, without having to change. Also sensing into the back of that, back of your heart. Imagine that you can breathe in and out through that back in front of your heart. And on your next inhale, bring the breath a little higher. Just find where the collarbones meet, and there's a little dip here. And just bring your attention here and just sense your breath in that area, in the throat chakra, Vishuddha chakra. Again, just sensing whatever it is that you notice that you can become aware of. You can move your fingers back onto your legs. Just sensing the breath in the throat. And then let the energy move between these two centers, between the throat and the heart center. Bring the hands together in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra. Bow your head to your heart and just set the intention to really communicate from your heart and allowing for healing to happen in your relationships with yourself and with others. So bring that into the body with your breath, or find your own intention if that doesn't resonate. And deep exhale. Rub your hands together. And then cup your eyes with your palms and keep your eyes closed. Take 5 deep in and exhales. And releasing any excess tension from the face and the eyes, let it dissipate into the hands. And then slowly bring the hands down. And we're going to start by a movement to open the heart. And on our inhale, so bring the hands just on kind of heart, collarbone level. On the inhale, we bring the arms out to the sides, palms facing forward. We're really open here. And on the exhale, we bring them together. We're going to do that at moderate speed, 26 times. I'll count for you, or you can count yourself. And breathing actively in and out through the nose. If that doesn't work for you, just do a gentle breath. If you're on your period or you just don't feel like that active breathing. I'm going to start now. Inhale. Close your eyes, keep going. If you need to rest, take a rest, otherwise keep going. Deep inhale. Open the hands, the arms. Hold the breath. Bring the chin in towards the chest. Peel the pelvic floor in and up, and your inner gaze towards the third eye. And then exhale, bring the hands front, and then release. And just take a moment to feel. And the next one, we're going to do something to open the throat chakra. We're going to stretch out the arms to the sides, parallel to the floor, and bend the elbows, bring them up like cactus or goalposts. And we're going to inhale through the nose and then exhale, hum. Yeah, so this is the Bija mantra, the mantra that's associated with these Vishuddha chakra. So just take a deep inhale, close your eyes. Hum. 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 Last one. Hum. And again, just bringing the arms down, resting the palms face down on your knees or thighs, and just taking a moment to sense the energy. And then we're going to come and sit on our heels for a second, and we're going to do a cat with a lion's breath, and then we exhale into cow, rounding the back. Sorry, it's a cow with a lion's breath. So we have here these different energies coming together. Exhale, rounding the back, and then sitting back in child's pose. So I'll show you once. So with a lion's breath, you stick out your tongue very widely. You can squeeze your face before you do that, and open everything and look at your third eye. So it looks a bit crazy, but nobody can see you. And we're just going to do that together and let everything go on your exhale. So deep inhale, and then inhale here, and then exhale round. Stay here for a moment, inhale. Release the head and exhale, sit back in child. Inhale, hands next to your knees, and then exhale, we roll up with a round spine, and we start again. Crunch your face, and then inhale here, and then exhale, rounding the back. Releasing the head, inhale here, Exhale, sit back in child's pose. Rest your forehead on the ground. Inhale, bring the hands to the knees. And then exhale, sitting back on your heels. And we start again. Deep inhale. And then inhale here. And exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, sit back. Head on the ground. Inhale, hands next to the knees. And then exhale, rolling up into sitting. We do it 2 more times. Deep inhale, scrunching the face. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale here, releasing the head. Exhale, child. Inhale, hands to your knees. Roll up into sitting. Last one, deep inhale. And then we're going to come into downward facing dog. And I'm just going to move a little bit. Walking the dog on the spot and then just walking to the front of our mat. And just take a moment to grab the elbows from below and let the head release completely. You can bend the knees as much as you need to and engage the core. Shake the head yes and no if you like. And then just pucker your lips and let go of your arms, shake up your arms. One more time, just releasing everything. And then roll up again, one vertebra at a time now and standing. And we're going to do another exercise again to open up the heart. Inhale here, so very gentle Anjali Mudra in front of the center of your chest. Inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to do a slight back bend. And just make sure your head is okay. Inhale, hands in front of the heart. And exhale. And continue. So heart and throat. And be very gentle with your neck. If you have any neck injuries, do not force. On the exhale, we come into forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, and then step back your right leg. And bring the right knee on the ground. Inhale, bring your arms up. And then just bring the left arm on your lower back. Bring the right arm up. And then we're going to just come into gentle sideward bend and just pull the hand down. Pull the shoulder down. Releasing any stress, tension, energies of others. Keep breathing. Here into the sides, into the rib cage, opening here. This Gemini part of our body. Breathing, reaching into the fingers. And an exhale, lift up and step back into downward facing dog. Come into plank position. And then knees, chest and chin. Or just lie down on your front. And we're going to do a series of cobras, dynamic cobras. And again, you can choose to come into what's called a small cobra. And really minding your neck and your back. And then exhale, releasing the forehead on the ground. Really root down through your feet. And see if you can keep the feet centered, not moving in or out. So inhale, coming into smaller or higher cobra. And then exhale, releasing. And keep going in your own speed. With your breath, inhale, coming up. And exhale, release. And just feel the opening in the heart, in the throat. And then you come onto the forearms. So bring your hands to the opposite forearms to make sure that the elbow distance is beneficial for you. So inhale, we come into that, what's called a sphinx, but we're just going to drop the head and pull the ribs in, the belly in, pull up your groins, and then tuck the toes under, pull up your thighs, your knees, and come into a forearm plank and really feel your core here. Breathing deeply and lift, just really push the forearms down, lift the back of your head a bit, breathing here. And then bring your knees underneath you and rest for a moment in child's pose. Resting your head. Very important, as I said, for that Aries energy. Really taking a moment to regroup or to gather yourself before you head out. Just pausing and responding rather than reacting. Lifelong learning for any Aries like me. Bring your arms front. Find your way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your right leg up. Exhale, right leg front. And bring your right arm on your lower back, left arm up, and we're going to stretch the other side of the rib cage. Really bringing your breath there, pulling the shoulders down, breathing up into the fingers, and filling the whole rib cage with energy. Inhale, lift up. Tuck your back foot under and step front into forward bend. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. And one more round. Inhale, bring your arms up. And we're going to do it the same way. So we start with the hands in front of our hearts. Inhale here. Remember your intention and exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, we dive. Inhale, half forward fold. And then exhale, just step back into Anahatasana. So we're going to bring the knees on the ground, knees hip width distance. And we're going to keep our seat in line with the knees. And so now make sure it doesn't shift front or back, but really stays in line. Bring your arms as wide as the mat or even wider and place your forehead on the ground. And now you can really release your heart. And again, just watching your own level of flexibility. Pull the belly gently against the spine. Pull the knees down. some people really can get their manubrium sternum onto the ground. So only do that if you're that type of person, and otherwise do not worry about it. Just releasing any tension in your heart center. Again, this gentle breathing in and out through the front and back of the heart. And very gently come up and sit down for a second on your heels. If you can't do that, just sit in an otherwise comfortable posture. Inhale, bring your arms out to the side. Exhale, bring the right arm on top of the left. And you can either place the back of your hands or insides of your hands into each other. Gomukhasana arms. You can also grab your shoulders if it doesn't work for you. Deep in an exhale. And find in the center at the end of your exhale. And inhale, bring your arms out to the sides. And exhale, bring the other elbow on top. And again, just place the insides or outsides of your hands. So this is just before what is probably going to be like a thunderstorm. There's a lot of insects here, so if you see me make weird sudden movements, it's to prevent myself from getting stung by some insects. But it's really beautiful to be outdoors. So deep in an exhale. Very hot here in this part of Germany in the south, where I'm currently at. And then just releasing, and we're just going to roll the shoulders gently, front and up and back and down. You can really exhale through your mouth. And then the other way around. And we're going to do one last asana, and it's a variation of what's called Camel pose or Ustrasana. And I'm going to try to show that again, maybe sideways. So you can either place your tuck the toes under, or you place the flat feet on the ground. And usually in Camel, we really try to grab both heels and unbend the upper back. And I'd like to do a version where we rotate. We're going to go clockwise 5 times and then anti-clockwise the other 5 times again. And so I'm going to take the left arm and draw like a semicircle, and I'm going to reach for the right heel, come up, and then I'm going to change. So we're really like orbiting like the sun, and then with the left hand I grab the left heel, or I just point at it, and then I'm going to go down with the right arm and change again. So it's like drawing a big circle, and imagine you're moving your hands through the air, inhaling, reaching for the sky, opening up to the sky, and then reaching back again. And again, like with my arms, it's like I'm drawing this orbit, reaching for the right heel. Arm goes up, reaching for the stars, for the sun. And then exhaling. 2 more times, but now you probably have the hang of it. And don't worry, if you can't reach as far, you can just go within the confines of your body, just enjoying that. And then we're going to change sides. So now we're going to move with the left arm, reach for the left heel first, right arm goes up, reach towards the sky, to the right heel, And again, imagine your arms, your hands moving through the air, really drawing that orbit. And last one. And again, just sit back down, either on your heels or in a easy posture, one foot in front of the other. And just feel the energy grounding again, grounding through your sitting bone. And just feeling your breath in your heart space again. In the front and in the back of your sternum, between your shoulder blades. Very gentle, as if you can breathe in and out through the heart. And we're going to do a gentle loving kindness to finish off. You can either inwardly say or I can say it out loud. May I be filled with loving kindness. And allow your cells to receive that. May I be safe from inner and outer dangers. May I be healthy in body and in mind. May I be held in tender compassion for my sorrows. May I be peaceful and truly happy. And how we're going to do it for someone who we love. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be healthy in body and mind. May you be held in tender compassion for your sorrows. May you be peaceful and truly happy. And just sensing into your heart space, into your throat space. And see if we can do it for someone who we have difficulty with in our lives. Just see that person in front of your eye. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be healthy in body and mind. May you be held in tender compassion for your sorrows. May you be peaceful and truly happy. And just feeling the energy growing in your heart space. Let's do one more round for all beings. May you all be filled with loving kindness. You can adapt my suggestions to suit you. May you all be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you all be healthy in body, mind, spirit, and emotion. May you all be held in tender compassion for your sorrows. May you all, every being on this planet, in this universe, be peaceful and truly happy. Inspired by Jack Cornfield. Someone who I'm very grateful for helping me ground and regroup and work on the ideas of forgiveness. Bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra. And let's bow to ourselves. Thank yourself for the time you made and the attention you've given yourself. Thank you very much for joining me. Namaste. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe. And I really appreciate your comments. They're valuable to me and they help me grow and help my channel get more visibility. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon for the next Luminosity yoga session together. Have a wonderful summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, winter solstice in the southern hemisphere.